Okay, the final segment, and I kind of feel bad it's the final segment. You know, I don't know if you feel this, but I feel a connection, even though I don't know all of you and you're all over the world. Hopefully there's an experience that's joint, and it really doesn't matter whether we have met each other or not. We have met through something called finance. On that note, here are a few things I would like you to think about. And I don't believe in giving speeches or telling people what to do. I'm still trying to figure out who I am. But I would encourage you to think like this. Use finance for whatever you want, but use finance for good as much as you can. What do I mean by that? Improve lives now and the future. I think we all humans want to live lives that are meaningful, that have enough of input consumption to take care of our needs. However, the world is not as good as it should be. Markets have done a great job, but at the same time, I think they get a very poor grade if you look at the whole world. And the reasons are complex. I'm not into talking about that. So what do I mean by improving lives, and what does it mean to use finance for good, and why? I believe happiness and justice are two things that everything is created for. I don't think markets were created for one person. I don't think democracy was created for one person. I don't think capitalism was created for one person. I don't think communism was created for one person. All systems are created for happiness and justice, not for one person, but for as many people as possible. So that's what I mean by improving lives. I mean more than economics. Economics is just part of it. By economics, I mean the usual focus of economics. Especially in Western countries, the focus is largely on material goods. I think there's happiness and justice, which is much deeper, but I think the way of thinking of finance can really help. Democracy and freedom to choose. So how will you get happiness and justice? I think if there's democracy and there's freedom to choose. Even in the most developed countries, we take these democracy and freedom as given. That's the most dangerous assumption you can make. I think human tendencies are good and bad. The good side is we all care. The bad side is sometimes we get caught up in what we are doing at the cost of caring for other people. And that's, I think, the problem, right? You versus the rest. Democracy and freedom to choose for everyone will allow happiness and justice. And remember, I have not talked about money at all. Money is just money. It's a means of achieving something. Focusing on it is in my book, is missing what finance is all about. So how do you do that? You do that by trying to alleviate poverty. And I know I'm using heavy words here, but I do believe that finance can be used to understand how do you help remove poverty. Finance provides you the tools and resources to create all kinds of initiatives. Finance never said, I just want to do things that are positive NPV for one corporation. Finance can be used for anything. It depends on what you want to achieve. Okay? Similarly, why shouldn't there be healthcare for all? I really believe in these things strongly. So I hope you're not getting all pissed off just because I'm preaching. But I'm talking about basic needs. I'm not talking about everybody should be able to drive an SUV. I think that's probably not a good idea. Affordable food and housing. These are essentials. I think a person needs self-respect before they respect anyone else. So I'm picking on things that America has emphasized over the years, that the world has tried to emphasize, every system has tried to emphasize. Renewable energy and affordable energy. Why am I talking about this? Because among all the things that you need to do to survive, energy has become a critical ingredient. So I think to be sustainable, we have to solve this problem. And the beauty of finance is so awesome that it can. In fact, I teach a class on sustainability. I teach a class on social impact using finance principles. And that's why I'm talking. Fair and rational public policy. I do not want to underestimate the danger of having public policy that defeats the purpose. Again, I think most governments, hopefully, most people joining the government have a desire to uplift the economic and social well-being, if you may, of most people. But good public policy requires a deep understanding of finance and economics. So try to use whatever you have learned in this class to do good. And finally, I think this is my belief that Earth comes before us. In other words, if there was no Earth, there wouldn't be us, right? We are part of it. We are just like other animals, right? So I go home, I look at my dog. What's the only difference between my dog and me? I think. And he doesn't, apparently. But I'll tell you, because he doesn't think, there's some huge advantages. He's always happy, right? And just looking at me makes him happy, which is pretty bizarre. What is the downside of not having a brain? Well, he's dumb, right? He's happy all the time, regardless of what's going on. But what is the flip side of having a brain? I think humans should use the brain for good. We get caught up sometimes in worrying too much about our own state and not about the fact that we are one big community and that the Earth dominates all of us. If you don't like what I'm saying, as I said, you can delete this, move forward, but I think this is extremely important. Just to give you an inclination, the Ross School of Business at Michigan attracts 500 students every year, much more, and we take 500 obviously. And many of them, I would say roughly half, are interested in issues like this. And I think business and finance are important to solving world's problems, not coming in the way. That's why I'm emphasizing this. A lot of people want to use finance to do good. I know finance can be used to sell the next best toothpaste. And I know toothpaste is extremely important because you can't talk to other people otherwise. Nobody's going to talk to you. However, there's a limit to it. We don't need 500 toothpastes. I think we need to devote some more attention to other important things. Finance is key to everything. All of these issues require the following: thinking about the future and the impact of your actions on the future. One last segment, and stay tuned because we don't want to take a break, is to talk about this experience. So I just want to emphasize to you that in spite of the fact that you haven't been live with me, I have had an unbelievable time creating this class. And it's been a unique experience. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity, because when I went in trying to think about this class, I was a little skeptical. And the reason was, I have done online teaching, I have done distance learning, but always with an audience that I then saw live. I've never done this kind of project where I never saw you. But in a strange way, I feel like I know each one of you. Also, what's very important is I think I've been forced to become a better teacher. I've taught for many years. And get into this belief that you're good. No, we can always become better. And this has been a really rewarding learning experience for me. I want to now thank someone who's been with me in this journey, literally every day. So I would like to ask Ryan to join me here so that he can say a few words. Ryan has been unbelievably awesome. Come, Ryan. He has created this class, and he has been here every day. So if anything has gone poorly, it's me. If you have enjoyed this experience, it's largely him. So I would like him to say a few words to you.
Well, I just want to thank all of you for participating, and I hope you've enjoyed this class. I just have to say it has been such a pleasure to work with Professor Kaul on all of this. He believes so much everything that he's been sharing with you this whole time, and we've talked extensively about how he wants to become a better instructor and to using this as a tool to do so, and it's been wonderful, and I feel I've grown from it as well, just sitting off to the side, talking with him on a daily basis during all of this. So I wanted to thank you as well for including me in all of this. So good luck, everyone, on your final exam with this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ryan. So just to give you a flavor, we are all doing new things and the technology is changing, and Ryan has basically helped me feel comfortable with this from day one. And I can't emphasize it too much. I mean, it's been really a remarkable experience, and he's made me believe that we can do this together and hopefully add a lot of value to all of you. At the same time, I also want to thank the company that's worked with UFM. So I want to thank both UFM and Coursera for giving us this opportunity to make this happen. I think this couldn't have happened as well without this partnership. We can always do things on our own, but remember, the more we partner with each other to create value, the better. And I think Coursera has taken a big leap of faith in trying to educate millions of people, and literally through their courses, it's millions now. And I'm sure there are other initiatives like this. There's MIT has done this, and there are other companies doing it, and I hope there's healthy competition in this domain. I want to thank UFM, and especially Martha Pollock and Kimberly Brown, people in our provost office who invited me to participate, and I want to thank them, and I want you to know that they have been behind this. They have supported me and Ryan in make this happen. So I wanted to take a minute to thank them. Finally, I want to say that this has been a journey, and hopefully this journey will be a long one. And I hope you have learned. And I said on the first day, my emphasis on learning, but I also think if you do not enjoy yourself while learning, learning becomes tedious, and ironically enough, it stays with you only for a short time. Finance is just simply awesome, and I hope I've had the opportunity to show you a glimpse of its beauty, because it's made my life, and I hope you are curious enough now, and I've made you curious enough to want to pursue finance. Remember, always in a context. So choose your context, and may the force be with you. Thank you very much. Bye.